Rahui Kātanei.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Just over a week ago, a nationwide Shape NZ survey of over 2,200 New Zealanders referred that if there is to be electoral reform in Aotearoa, that they want it sooner rather than later. And so I want to congratulate the Minister on his speedy execution of change to the people of New Zealand. This notion of motion fills 2 of the 3 positions in the electoral trifecta in establishing the new Electoral Commission as an independent Crown entity. And in doing so, it will no doubt please the 56% of New Zealanders surveyed who want a different system operating for the 2014 general election. The different system will, we all hope, be less complicated, less convoluted than has already existed. The new Commission will be responsible for conducting all parliamentary elections, by-elections, referenda and the registration of political parties as of 1 October 2010. And with the recent activities associated with both the Labour and ACT parties, the electoral system reform couldn't be more timely. In respect of the political uncertainty that has played out across our screens in recent weeks, I think the calibre of the 2 individuals nominated today must be recognised as an immediate strength of the new entity, with the Honourable Justice Sir Hugh Williams QC, KCNZM, LLM. Already in these 8 words we have an indication of the quality of legal leadership that will come to the fore. He is already well poised to embark on the process of electoral reform, having been in the position of President of the Electoral Commission since last year. The Minister has set out Sir Hugh's background and we welcome the skills of governance and management he brings and which are so important in the role of Chair. The Māori Party also supports the appointment of Robert Pedden into the dual role of Chief Executive, Chief Electoral Officer. Chief Electoral Office. Mr Pedden is well known to the Māori Party as to other parties, and I want to just comment on one of the initiatives which I know he introduced by bringing together party officials to meet the relevant authorities, namely the Chief Electoral Office, Electoral Enrolment Centre and Electoral Commission. Mr Pedden has had to cut his teeth on the intricacies of a complex and convoluted electoral administration following the legislative changes imposed by the former government in the wake of the Electoral Finance Act. He had to provide advice on whether the signs on Trevor Mallard's bright red Volkswagen Caddy could be interpreted as advertisements for Labour and consequently require the name and home address of the party's financial agent to be carved into the paintwork. It was Mr Pedden who had to answer all of the 101 queries about whether a business card could be considered electioneering, or a tattoo promoting the Māori Party, or a tino rangatiratanga flag, or brochures funded by third parties. One would think anyone who survived the nightmare of the Electoral Finance Act deserved a medal, not an instant promotion to more of the same. But seriously, there are probably few better than Robert Pedden to understand the exact machinery of all aspects of the electoral law in operation, and we think that has to be a great advantage to the new Electoral Commission. There is no denying that efficient, effective and expert administration of the Electoral Commission will be of fundamental importance to Parliament, to government and indeed to the functioning of a healthy democracy. The Māori Party is happy to support these 2 nominees and we look forward to the 3rd Commissioner being appointed in due course. No doubt the delay is due to extensive efforts being undertaken to recruit a person of tangata whenua descent into the role. We have, of course, any number of people who could fulfil that role with excellent credentials to take the nation forward, and we await with great anticipation the opportunity for the treaty partner to be engaged in such a significant mechanism for our constitutional future.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those who are of that opinion will say aye. Aye. The contrary opinion will say no. The ayes have it. I now call on Government Order of the Day number